What's good, everybody? What's good? Man, it's Justin Malcolm, J Malcolm 2004 on Instagram, J Malcolm 2004 on YouTube, CEO of Young Stunners, CEO of Wise Productions, founder of Team Go Get It. And I'm just making this video today because, I just want to talk about some real life stuff, because people need to hear this, It's like, me and my wife were having a discussion last night, and I was thinking about a lot of stuff. Like I'm 27 years old, 27, married, about to have a family. We got our own spot. We traveling. We doing everything we want to do. And I just look at some of the people I grew up with, some of the people I used to hang around with, etc., etc. And it's like, when when do you get a clue? When do you start life is what I'm saying. When do you start life? Because, the reality is time will pass us by before we know it. I'm 27, creeping up on 30. Real quick. Time flies. When do you start partying? When do you start clubbing? When do you start seriously looking for a serious relationship? You're looking for that certain man or that certain woman. When do you start thinking about marriage and taking kids seriously? I just see, it's so much I see, and it got me wondering, like, what are people thinking? When are you going to get serious about life? Because to me, your life haven't started until you experience that. You experience marriage. You experience having a family. I'm not just saying shacking up, because I see a lot of people doing that. If you're in a relationship 3 to 4 years, y'all stay together, you got kids together, you do everything together, you acting like you married, why not? What's the problem? I know every man out there fears marriage. I know that for a fact because I did. I was one of those people that, thinking, well, I want to be established before I get married. I want to have this, I want to have that. Or before I got in church and really found God, before I found faith in God, I was one of those people that was, well, I'm not living my life right, so I'm not finna go into church because I look like a hypocrite. But it don't work like that. It don't work like that. When I found out my wife was pregnant with my baby girl, whom I lost in January of last year, that really what changed me. She was an angel. Because they got me in the church. That's when I really found total faith in God. I really started looking at, having a family for real, because I don't want to have no child. I want a mother and father. They need that type of atmosphere. And that really what changed me. And I was just thinking, man, I see all these people my age. It's like, what's your plan for the next 5 years? I guarantee you, I can go ask the typical person, hey, what's your plan? What's your plan for the next 5 years? They won't be able to answer. It's kind of like, what you gonna do? It's people out here don't even have a plan. What you gonna do? Are you looking for a job? You looking for a career? You trying to start your own business? What are you trying to do? You trying to get a new house? You trying to get a new car? I see people out here, still clubbing and doing whatever, etc. A lot of people ain't found themselves, and it just needs to be addressed. That's why I'm making this video. This ain't nothing to do with making money online. This ain't nothing. This talking some real talk. I'm just kicking some real shit right now. I'm just keeping it 100 because it's so many people lost on the road. You're gonna be 30, 40 years old. You still gonna be in the club. You still gonna be out, quote unquote, in the streets. You still not gonna have a family, not gonna have a roof on your head. What's your plan? What you gonna do? People lost. People lost out here, man. People need to hear this. I'm just saying. I grew up quick. I did the clubbing quick. 16, 17, I'm already in the clubs. I've been did Atlanta. All of that. I'm from Georgia. I'm from a small country town. Everybody went going to Atlanta, then everybody went clubbing. I've been there, did that. 18, man, I was out. I was done. 18, 19, I'm like, I'm tired of this. Been there, done that. I done sold drugs. So yeah, I did it. I done trapped. Been there, done that. But it's like, when do you get a clue? When you gonna grow up? when you gonna come up and have a plan, then I can't see how people have kids out here and don't want to take care of your kids. I can't see how you got fathers that don't want to be in their kids' life. I can't see how you have mothers that raise their kids a certain way or bring their kid, have their kids around all this negativity, all this bullshit. I can't see that. You know, I lost my little girl. I wish she was here today, but I know she was an angel, because I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't know what total faith in God about. I wouldn't have grew up. I mean, grew up and become the person I am. I mean, she was an angel. So life is precious, you know. Children are precious, and I cherish that. And I can't see how come some of these folks act like they act. You know, it's just crazy. It's like this video really about when do you get a plan. You know, look at it, and I hope if you looking at it, you taking it in, cause it's just for real. I'm just looking at some of my peers. I mean, what you gonna do? What's your plan, man? You know, if you go about every day doing the same shit, I mean, what you expect? What are you gonna do? At some point in time, we need to get a plan. You know, you can't go about doing the same stuff every day expecting a different result. If you laying around every day, you ain't looking for a job, you ain't looking for a career, you ain't trying to make no money, you ain't trying to make nothing happen, you ain't trying to, I mean, what you expect? I mean, some people just need to get it together, man. I mean, you need to get a clue. Then, I mean, back on this marriage thing, man, I'm seeing more and more people, 30, 35, 40, and man, you still out, there's people still out clubbing. That trips me out, man. I mean, you still out trying to live like you're at 17, 18. I mean, ain't nothing wrong. I ain't never saying let yourself get old, but at some point in time, you got to get a plan, man. I mean, it's time to grow up. You know what I'm saying? You need to step up. Men, you need to step up. You know, if you with a lady and you acting as a wife, you acting as a married couple, I mean, what's the problem? Marriage is beautiful, you know. I love being married. Marriage is beautiful, you know, and I mean, I just don't see it, man. I can't. I'm 27, man. I'm about to be 30. I mean, that's not old or whatever, but I'm looking at how fast time flying. My little sister about to be in high school. I mean, it feel like yesterday she was just born. I got little cousins graduating who I remember being born. I mean, time flies. You know, you'll be 30 and you'll be 30, 35 and still don't have a plan. Still out here don't know what you're gonna do. That's what I'm saying. So what you gonna do in the next 5 years? You know, what's your plan? You still gonna be doing the same thing? You still gonna be working in the same place? You still gonna be staying in the same spot? You still gonna be with the same girl? You gonna have more kids out here and not married? I mean, what's the plan, man? I'm not trying to offend nobody by no means, but it's just people need to hear this. I mean, I'm just kicking some real shit. I mean, that's why this unedited, no holds barred. Cause I'm just kicking it like I feel, man. I mean, cause people need to hear this stuff, man. You know, I see a lot of young folk, man. Y'all, we lost on the road, and I mean, we just need to get it together. It's just some people need to do better. I ain't saying I'm the best. I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint by far, but I got a clue. I do have a plan. I got something working for myself. You know, I do got stuff going, and I'm just making this video to reach out to people. If you're out there in the streets doing your thing, you know, I salute you, but don't let that be all you know. I mean, I done it. I really have. I done it. Don't let that be all you know. You know, when I did it, I was working towards something. You know, so what I'm saying, I mean, man, have a plan. You know, what you gonna do in the next 5 years? Cause we always send New Year's resolutions and everything. That's all peaches and cream and everything. But I mean, what you gonna do in the next 5 years? What I'm saying, you know, look forward. Cause it's been so many times, me myself, I set a resolution. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna make it happen. But then I come around next year, I said, man, I'm doing the same shit. I ain't moved forward none. All I did was talk good. I mean, it's easy to talk good. I just made it sound good. But I just wanted to make this video call. Me and my wife were having a discussion last night, and man, I was like, you know what, we're kicking some real shit. So I was like, man, I need to make this video. I want people to listen. I know a lot of people probably won't listen, because people don't like to hear the truth. They don't want to hear this type of stuff, but hey, it is what it is, you know. The truth hurts. I had to hear the truth and accept it and deal with it. And man, I thank God for my baby girl Carrie, you know, even though she's not here, because there was an angel, she was a blessing. You know, got me in church. I mean, I really know what true faith all about. I'm not stressing about nothing. I never stress about nothing. And I just try to empower others now. You know what I'm saying? I try to kick some knowledge and put something in them. Because I see so many people I done went to school with and this and that. Like, man, we need to get a plan. I mean, some of y'all, I'm not saying we on there, I got a plan, but some of y'all need to get a plan, man. I mean, I don't want to see, I just hate to see people. I like to see people live life. You know, live life. When you gonna get serious about stuff, man? Stop taking things as a game, man. There's a lot of people called life will pass you by. I'm serious. Life will pass you by quick. Before you know it, I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. So that's pretty much all. I just had to get that off my chest. You know, I hope everybody enjoyed this. I hope people took it in. I hope people feel where I'm coming from. If you got offended, oh well. I mean, I'm telling the truth. Y'all know it. So, man, just go out there and get a plan, man. I mean, let's start being serious about life. Let's get a plan. Man, just keep it 100 out here, you know. Just make something happen, man. Help somebody else out here. You know, get in the church, man. Change your life. If you're doing wrong, turn your life around and do good. Man, ain't nothing cool. I mean, ain't nothing cool about not being yourself. Be yourself out here. That's why I see a lot of, the camera cut off, but you know, well, I'm back. But like I was saying, I see a lot of people lost on the road, and it's because they won't be themselves. It's a lot. It's people older than me still ain't found themselves. That's the truth. It's people older than me still ain't found themselves. You can't pin no age on stupidity. Stupidity has no age. They're just straight up. So, you know, man, it ain't nothing cool about not being yourself. Man, you get respect. You get respect by being who you are. Ain't no such thing as lame. You can't be lame being yourself. That's straight up. I mean, when we coming up in school, high school, middle school, and everything like that, you know, we try to keep up with the Joneses, and you don't understand that. But it ain't nothing lame about being yourself. They're just straight up. You get more respect by being yourself. When you're out here flexing and flossing and, you know, you trying to hang out with a certain particular crowd or protect or impress a certain crowd of people or that certain girl, it ain't nothing cool about that. Man, you be yourself, you're going to get more respect in the end. Trust me, I know, trust me on that. But I mean, that's all, like I said, that's all I got to say. Man, I'm J Malcolm, Justin Malcolm, J Malcolm. I mean, people call me everything. J Malcolm 2004, J Malcolm 04, Justin. I mean, whatever you want to call me, you know, it is what it is. I just want to drop this video and kick some knowledge to people because people need to hear it, you know. Feel free, man, to share it. Let people see this, and I mean, let people hear what I got to say, man, cause it's the truth. I'm trying to empower people to do better out here. And man, everybody be blessed. Y'all have a good day, and let's make it happen.